So y'all, I finally went and saw Superman. I took my nephew and we did a late showing and it was so good. Now, y'all, I'm not a big Superman fan. I know y'all probably like, what kind of superhero loving person are you? You don't even like the main popular ones. I don't. But I like Superman. Superman's cool. uh Tyler Hoechlin, I believe that's how you say his last name. That'll always be my favorite Superman. I don't care. Y'all can say Christopher Reeves. Y'all can have Henry Cavill. They're great and all of that. But Tyler Hoechlin is my guy. But this new kid, what's his name? Give me a second. Hold on. David. David is his name. And David was on the tip of my tongue, but I didn't want to get it wrong. David Corn Sweet, something like that. Excellent job. Phenomenal job. This movie was entertaining. I was laughing at several points in the movie. I like the side characters, the Justice Gang. They need to change that. I didn't like them. They need to get that together. And I didn't like how they just came out of nowhere and then they just became a part of it because I don't think I realized that they were connected to Superman and they already knew his secret and stuff like that. So they could have cleaned that up a little bit for me, but I really enjoyed his portrayal of Superman. I thought it was endearing. His connection with his parents, I loved. It when Dad came out onto the porch. That scene got me. But the action, y'all, the action. It was through the roof. First of all, they started off the 3,000 years ago, 300 years ago, 3 days ago, 3 hours ago, 3 minutes ago. That was funny with him getting knocked out, and then that dang dog, Crypto. Where is your home training? Where is your owner? Cause Kara coming in at the end that pissed me off. Cause where you been? You out here getting drunk, and your cousin needs you. Cause Lex had me. When he broke into the fortress, my blood pressure was up. And then when they snatched him, he turned himself in. They snatched him and put him in that place, in that pocket dimension. And then it was frustrating. Oh, it was awful. It was good, a good frustrating note. That's how you know the movie was good and kept my attention. And it was just so much going on. But I thought they did an excellent job telling the story, giving us the villain, which was Lex, obviously, but showing up like how he step by step planned what was going on and how he got Superman out of there, how he turned the whole world against him like that. And then the reveal. Is that supposed to be Bizarro? I'm just hopping all over what comes to my mind, but that other Superman was Bizarro, right? That's like supposed to be him, ain't it? Anyways, the Green Lantern dude, liked him. He's crazy. Haircut is definitely terrible. Hawk Girl wasn't a fan. I love Hawk Girl. Love Hawk Girl. Not a fan of this one. Um, all she did was all that screaming. Gosh, we don't need to hear all that. And she didn't really do much. Like I was expecting a little bit more from her. Mr. Terrific, love Mr. Terrific. His scene by himself. Now listen, I've said this time and time again. I don't care for non-powered superheroes, but Mr. Terrific, that scene, man, that scene was good. He ate them up. He twisting his hand, do the little thing, move. Oh yeah, that scene was fire. Probably one of my favorite scenes. My favorite scene that was up there. But when Superman was fighting the engineer and before we found out it was his clone, and he got them and he started, bow, he was the engineer with her, grabbed her by her leg, and then turned her around to knock the clone. And then we shot up to the sky and then brought him back down. They was like, we're gonna yeah, exactly. Y'all done latched on. Now he holding on tight. Oh, that was funny. But it was also the other cool scene was when after he beat the clone and Lex sent his army of people out there and he did that little spin move and knocked them out and then with the laser. Let's go. Oh man. So many good things about this movie, and I just Lois. I mean, I like that it wasn't too much on Lois, him and Lois, because I'm not a fan of love stories, but it was just enough balance between them. And he wasn't Clark a lot. I would have liked to see him more as Clark. That would be the biggest drawback, I would say. We didn't get to see him more as Clark. But the message of it all was basically telling him that, and telling anybody who's watching, that your choices and your actions, that's what defines you. That's what lets us and you know who you are. We can't let the world tell us who we are, no matter what. You get to define who you are. And I loved that message in this movie. Um, and listen, I'm with Jerba Star was staying. What was the name of that? Jerba Star, whatever the name of that place was. They had them. They was not giving up on Superman. Maybe they was Superman. I was right there with them on the front lines. On the front lines. What else? Jimmy was good. I like Jimmy. Jimmy was good, and that girl, bless her little heart. But so many great things. Y'all who watched it, please chime in. Let me know what was your favorite parts about this film. I want to hear from you. It was so good. I can't say enough great things about it. Overall, I would rate it, for me personally, I'd rate that movie an 8.5 out of 10. I really would. I really want to give it a 9 because that's how much I enjoyed it. Matter of fact, if my nephew's still up, I'm going to see if he up. I'm going to see what he got to say. Give me a second. All right, L. So tell them, what would you rate Superman? What you think about Superman?
It was a very good movie.
What would you rate out of 10?
10.
A 10 out of 10? It was that good? I gave it a 9. What was your favorite part?
Uh, Everything.
Everything. Y'all heard it here. Look, he letting y'all know. Well, there it is. Out and about the babes. He gave it a 10 out of 10. And he liked everything about it. So if you have not watched it, go watch it. I don't know what the people is talking about. The haters is talking about. The movie was phenomenal. Okay? Get out there and watch Superman.